I'm back with the crossword puzzle for Sunday, October 9th, 2022. This is a different screen from normal because I had to open it up from the archives because the Monday is out right now. So I don't actually know what the target time is, but we'll figure it out. The title of this puzzle is Rise to the Challenge. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be a gimmick clue. This one was probably a gimmick clue. Unless it's just hyphen. Sometimes they do that. We'll put that in for now. Okay, I actually don't like a Y here. Yeah. Let's take out hyphen. And I think it's probably a gimmick clue. A male deer is a stag. Snowboards well informally. I don't know what the term is for snowboarding well. If it was skateboarding, it would be like shredding or something. But I don't know what the equivalent for snowboarding is. So, what if male dealer is a heart, then a waiter can take your order. See ya. So this is text speak for bye. Maybe TTYL, talk to you later. Fuel option is diesel. Oops, made a typo there. Okay, so it is gimmick related. So we're going to need to get the crossings and see what the gimmick is before we can answer that clue. Let's try the downs here. Communications on Slack are IMs or maybe DMs. Probably IMs for instant message. The organization funding COVID-19 research. Could that be the CDC? No, I don't like MD there. The WHO, perhaps? No, I don't like MH there. We'll come back to it. In the manner of is Allah. Then again, on the other hand, one calling for a toe, maybe. A group of fighters is a militia. Is it My Sharona? The NIH must be funding COVID research? Roughly. So 28 Days Later is a zombie movie, but I've never seen it. I think it's a zombie movie anyway. So maybe he's in some kind of isolated location that means he doesn't get infected or something like that. Roughly, I think is circa. Oh, maybe he's in a coma. And he wakes up and everything's changed or something like that. Upscale hotel room fixture. What do they have in upscale hotel rooms? They have mirrors, TVs. Whoa, what is... Oh, I see. AAA, like the car service. Unfortunately, I don't know. AAA subscriber? AAA member? AAA member, yeah. Worker with a brush. Now that's interesting. So there's a star. Now this indicates that this is probably a gimmick clue. But I don't know. There's also these dashes, which I thought were related to the gimmick. So a worker with a brush is probably a chimney sweep. I'll put an S here. It might have to do with, might have a rebus, but we'll see. A mini bar is in an upscale hotel room, I guess. Completely pooped is beat. The mafia is to Sicilia as Camorra is to... I really don't know. That's interesting. Place with counselors. Ciao. This might be Tata. Latin for trumpet. I don't know. Captain with a periscope. It would be a submariner. And now, so I put the S here because I thought this might be chimney sweep, and that there was a rebus in here or something. But this, there's no rebus here. This is just the word submariner. So I'm going to take out chimney, even though I think it's right, because I don't understand how it's right now. Temple text. I don't know. A pergola. I don't know what a pergola is. I've never heard that word. Airport with a BART station. BART is, I think it's the metro system in San Francisco. So maybe this is SFO. Perceived is felt. Output from Sappho. She wrote odes, I think. Carpet specification. The pile. Animation and sculpting are both arts. I don't want to hear it. Spare me. Rabble rouse. Something stir. Expelled from the body. Narcissist's treasure. It'd be, I don't know, ego fits, something about their own image. Harden, inure. This dash is really confusing me. This could be Eddie or something. Andy. Let's see what else we can get. Some military wear is maybe camo. Lab eggs are ova. Watch this down. I don't know who this person is. So the quote is, think books aren't scary. Well, think about this. You can't spell book without boo. So that makes me think that this person is a horror writer. But it's not Stephen King, obviously. I don't know who it would be. I guess this is probably Ava DuVernay. I don't know that I've heard of her, but I don't know any other names that start with AV. 1600 in ancient Rome. I guess that would be MDC. From now on, I won't be hanging around. Just a guess. Maker of pilots and passports. Honda, maybe? I'm going to put an ego for Narcissist's treasure, and then expelled from the body is egested. Tick off. Make mad? Visual depiction of the apparatus used by the starred professionals. Okay, so this is going to be for the gimmick, and the title is Rise to the Challenge. So the starred professionals are a worker with a brush, probably a chimney sweep, a captain with a periscope, 4 rungs, 3 rungs. So is this going to be something about a ladder? How I Met Your Mother. It's a TV show. Khan's vote is nay, I guess. I'm going to put chimney in. And this last word, we're just going to have to figure it out at some point. Could this be Napoli? I guess the mafia is based in Sicily, and the Camorra is organized crime based in Naples, or from a family from Naples. Camp has counselors. Adjustable bike part. The seat. You can adjust the seat. Advances through the corporate ranks. So this is something about a ladder. Something the ladder. Climbs the ladder. Does climbs fit? Yeah, climbs fit. So climbs the ladder. Ariana Grande, I guess, is probably known as Ari to her fans. Play title that superstar actors avoid is Macbeth. Certain Sib, Bro. Welcomes as the new year. What's the phrase? Rings in. Yeah, rings in. Is it an arbor? Does an arbor represent a pergola? Total guess. Pest control brand. I should know this, but I don't. When are you coming? ETA? Sci-fi novels made into films in 1984 and 2021. Dune. Yeah, my first thought was Tron, but it doesn't work with ETA. But of course, it's Dune. Yeah, 2021 is much too late for the new Tron anyway. Yeah, no, the new Dune was very recent. Skeptical reply to that's true. Is not, isn't? Not really. Mon Dieu means my God. Map in it until 1991. The USSR is no longer on maps. If this is isn't, I don't like it. Is it? That's much better. That's much better. Activity one tries to get out of. An escape room. Those are pretty fun. I've only done one or two, but they're quite fun. Cloud. Obscure. Really good work. Nice job. Silly me. So my thought was oops. Is it oop? People say that now. I'm not going to put it in quite yet, but it's in the back of my mind. You might feel awe while watching a volcano erupt. According to Per, narwhal's tusk is a tooth. I guess. All tusks are teeth. If it said narwhal's horn, then I would have thought that was a little bit more clever. But I could still be wrong, so I don't want to pass judgment just yet. An iamb, maybe, is a pleasant speech cadence. It's sort of. I don't like it enough. Like, I kind of like it, but not enough to put it in right now. I guess a bic rhymes with click. Wall mirrors are often oval. Sound on Old MacDonald's farm is, I guess, oink. Quick kiss is a peck. Sushi condiment is wasabi. Strand, perhaps. Aesop wrote about anthropomorphic animals. Hypnotized. Opus Dei? Could this celebrity gossip show be E! News? Right, because E is like an entertainment magazine, and that has an exclamation mark? Okay, okay, that makes sense to me. Strand. Stow in? Show in? Doesn't really make sense. Snow in? I like snow in. Hypnotized. Let's see. A worker who isn't paid enough. Come back to it. A dirt clump is a clod. Donations for the needy would be alms. Pet Rescue Org is the SPCA. Immune System Agent is a T cell. Chicken Scratch, Scrawl. Peon probably isn't paid enough. Elons are antelopes with twisty horns. Worker for Verizon is something to do with telephones. I guess J. Crew is a preppy clothing brand. Seasonal orchard worker, that's interesting. One with a marsupium is a roo. I guess a marsupium is the pouch that marsupials have, probably. Ending with leuco or oo. Cyte. Leukocytes are white blood cells, and I think oocytes are probably red blood cells, although I'm not sure. Sung by a group. Choral. Maybe this is a seasonal orchard worker, is a cherry picker or something like that. Oop, Silly Me is dough. I guess Decon is the pest control brand. There's a lot of H's and R's. Breakfast that may be prepared overnight. I don't know. So Pope of 1963 to 78. I'm guessing that this V is probably somebody the 6th. I'm going to guess Paul the 6th. Not sure at all though. That's just based on the letters and general knowledge about popes. A lilt. That's much better than I am. I thought I was being very clever with putting an I am, but lilt makes a lot more sense. I want to say like enwrapped or something like that, but I don't like it enough to put it in quite yet. Threat from a squealer. I guess someone who tells on you. Genderqueer identity. I don't have enough letters. Iwo Jima. Prescription from a doc, for example. I don't really know. We're back to the start. Let's see if we can just get these across as plush pillows are really luxurious, maybe. One putting a coat on outside. Googles could be searches. Like people in crowds, whether intentionally or not. And surreptitious assents are sly nods. Anything else from here? Threat from a squealer. I'll tell. Staple of Dutch Golden Age art. I really don't know. Maybe a tulip? Let's put in enwrapped. Government bonds. And it's a pun of some kind. Maybe it's Stephen Colbert. Okay, so he's not a horror writer. He's just a comedian. Center. I don't know. Could this be some kind of repairman? Got it. I think. So this is a bunch of H's. These are supposed to be rungs of a ladder. So this is a telephone. Worker for AT&T or Verizon, 4 rungs. Telephone, rung, 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 repairman. So telephone, and then there are these 4 rungs, and then it goes to repairman. So telephone climbs up 4 rungs to the rest of the answer of the clue. So this is submarine, climbs up 4 rungs to here, commander. So it's not submariner, it's submarine commander. And this is a chimney sweep, but you have to climb up 3 rungs to get to this over here. And this is putting a coat on outside 3 rungs. So 1, 2, 3 to get to the rest of the clue. So I don't know the answer to that yet, but eventually that's where it'll be. Like some humor is rye, I guess. Stretch longer than an 11 across. Or important stretch is an era, and maybe this is an eon. One way to recoil, you could recoil in a horror. So a wise guy, and I guess this is probably Mahayana. And I guess Mario Prada makes sense. And where does this come from? Yeah, sorry, 8 rungs. This is for the seasonal orchard worker is a cherry picker. And I guess Copa makes sense. And Alicia Otis, why not? Snowboards well. Oh, it is shreds. Okay. I said that for skateboarding. I don't know why I thought it was wrong for snowboarding. Lady Macduff. Oh, she's a Scot. Okay, like all the characters in that play. Rabble rouse. Team USA. Cause a stir is rabble rouse. Center is hub. And I guess the Maltese scudo is pegged to the euro. Layla? Could it be Layla Ali? I don't really know. Yes, it is Ali because the former make of Ford is an Edsel. Maybe this is Carmel by the Sea? But I'm not sure. Temple text could be the Talmud. I'm not sure how accurate that is. I mean, most of it is like post temple, right? It's a rabbinic text, but that's just a detail, I guess. Maybe this is Del Canto, mostly a guess. Mail is a kind of armor. If this is Carmel by the Sea. Disinclined, averse. ACC school is probably UVA. I guess I like tuba better than tuda. Tuba makes sense. Interesting that tuba is Latin for trumpet, and they're actually completely different instruments. But there you go. Breakfast that may be prepared overnight. I don't know what breakfast would you prepare the night before? Like, would you put it on the stove and put it in a slow cooker or something? I don't know. That's a tricky one. Messi. Is his first name Leo? Delta Blank Chi House and Animal House. I've seen Animal House. But I don't remember that much about it. B&O and Reading are both railroads. I know that from Monopoly, and now I can see that really, really spicy is ultra hot. Delta Tau Chi, maybe? One putting a coat on outside is some kind of house. Okay, so an ace is either half of pocket rockets. I guess if you have pocket aces. And a house something, 3 rungs, puts a coat on outside. The Black Cat author maybe is Poe. Oats. Okay, I guess you could prepare them overnight. I'm used to oatmeal just being able to be made instantly. Maybe that's the exception, not the rule. Government bonds are alliances, bonds between governments. A house painter puts a coat on outside, a coat of paint on a house. Genderqueer identity, envy. I don't really know that the tense fits, but it's fine. Like people in crowds, they get elbowed, whether they like it or not, whether intentionally or not. Kyle Orion? Kyle Orton? Kyle Orton is better. Because this is probably like a centimo. Okay, not centimo. Centime? There you go. Or centime. Okay. So, this kind of visual clue about this being a ladder, it took a little bit. Makes sense. I don't mind it. Overall, this was a decent puzzle. I think there were some clues that I'm a little skeptical of, but I probably mentioned them at the time. But mostly I don't have anything to complain about this puzzle. Ultra Hot was interesting to get in there. Let's see. Mahayana is a good vocab word. Yeah, decent puzzle overall. I don't have that much to say about it, except that it was, a pretty nice Sunday, very smooth solve. Yeah, a lot of fun. That's it for today.